What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are enjoying the new direction of the channel, where we're touching on everything from car sales to finances to just life in general. All right. So if you like that type of content and you're tired of the same old regurgitated information you're finding from other car YouTubers or other YouTubers in general, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, get my notifications, and give me a thumbs up, damn it. Without further ado, let's get into this video, guys. So how should you handle the Facebook Marketplace responses and questions? And here's what I'm going to tell you. The easiest thing that I tend to do is take myself out of the car dealer mentality, all right? So I'm going to tell you guys this right now. When I'm responding to Facebook messages in particular, it's always, is this still available? And you don't know how many times I've come across car ads where it says, will not respond to, is this still available? That's a terrible, terrible way to look at it. Is this still available is the most annoying thing in the world. It's the most annoying frigging question, all right? 90% of those people are window shoppers, but I have to ask you a question. I have to ask you a question. Are you willing to throw that sale away because you did not want to just respond? Same type. Yes, it's still available. The same way they hit a button and said, is this still available? You could hit a button and say, yes, it's still available. If they're interested, they're now going to have to text something about that vehicle, guys. Don't be on your high horse and just think that they're internet tire kickers, okay? Answer every single question. And believe me when I tell you, people ask the stupidest questions, but they're only stupid to us because we're in the game. So we deal with this stuff so many times that we take it for granted that other people just don't know this stuff, okay? For instance, I just went to buy a 2011 Jaguar XF Supercharged. If you guys remember from years ago, I had one. It was the 5.0. But since then, they now have the 3.0. So with those cars, they have their radio module underneath the seat, the front seat, and it gets wet. And then the radio doesn't work. When the radio doesn't work, it's like an infotainment center, right? So you could still play with the AC, but none of this stuff comes on the screen anymore. So with that being said, and then no music, right? Which is terrible. Try to sell a car with no music. It's almost as bad as selling a car with no air conditioning. So I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, and he said the car runs great, blah, 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 blah. He did everything the right way. But there was a question that I wanted to know. Does the radio work? The guy responds to me and he's like, yeah, read the ad. So I'm not perfect. I said, okay, let me go read the ad. Maybe I missed it. So I reread the ad again. He could have simply wrote back, yes, the radio works. I understand these things have issues with the radio. Right? So, no problem. Or maybe he doesn't, but he could have said, yes, the radio works. He kind of got, keyboard warrior. So I went back, I reread the ad. I'm like, I'm sorry, I reread the ad. So I responded to him, I was like, I apologize, I reread the ad. I did not see where it says the radio has an issue. And as I'm sure you're aware, because you're a brainiac, these cars have module issues with the radio, which is also the infotainment center. So he wrote back, he says, nope, the car runs perfect, no issues with the radio. Okay. I then asked him, hey, is this, because he doesn't say if it's the 5.0 or the 3.0. I said, is this the 5.0? I'm looking for a 5.0. I want the 5.0 supercharged XF Jaguar. He writes back, nope, it's the 3.0. It's got the 190 mile per hour speedometer versus the 160. Speedometers don't matter to me. I just want the 5.0. It's the engine I want. Even though I do believe the 3.0 is more reliable, I want what I want, guys. You want what you want, I want what I want. So after that answer, I was like, you know what? Forget this guy. It's not the car I want anyway. And he blew a potential sale. I'm not going to lie to you. Because maybe I could have went there and looked at the car. Maybe I was like, you know what? The 3.0 is not so bad. It's better on gas. It still has the look. It's pretty fast. Yeah, I'll take it. But just because he came across as such a douchebag, I didn't want to deal with him. So don't be that guy. Don't be that person when you're responding to Facebook ads. It's Facebook ad questions, all right? When they ask you about the mileage, just answer the question. Even though you put it in there and it gets annoying, answer the question. Like, oh, it's got 67,000 miles on it. Okay. Put the VIN number in your ad, because right there when people ask you, oh, can I have a Carfax? I don't run Carfaxes, but I put the VIN number in the ad so you could feel better. Here's the catch on that one, guys. Most people aren't going to run the VIN number because you have nothing to hide. Therefore, right away, they're just not going to run the VIN number. I don't know why people do it. I don't know if it's too expensive to do a Carfax. I don't know what their train of thought is, but I always say I won't run a Carfax on a car that's older than 6 years old. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not doing it. You want to pay for it, do it. And I only pay $5, $4 for a Carfax. 4 or 5. I think I pay 5 now for a Carfax, an official Carfax. So with that being said, guys, don't be so quick to dismiss anyone who's asking you questions, all right? Because you don't know. That person might be a potential buyer. And in this market right now, understand that that there is a power shift, okay? There's a power shift. A year, 2, 3 years ago, we were in control, right? We were putting our numbers on the cars. We were selling cars. There was a shortage, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of the smaller dealers that sold nicer vehicles were getting squeezed out because the franchise dealers were keeping all their trade-ins, the newer, nicer trade-ins, and they even went a little bit older now because they weren't able to sell new cars, so they were selling the instead of only having a 4-year-old car and newer on the lot, they were going to 6, which means the guys that were selling, the 6-year-old cars now had to fall back, and everyone just took a step back, right? Now it's a different time. Consumers are like, hey, you know what? The economy's not doing good. I don't know about my job. I don't know about these interest rates. I don't have a credit union. I don't want to be married to a car, especially for X amount of years because of the payment. So now what's ending up happening is they're still going to buy a car, okay? They're still going to buy a car. There's still the same amount of car dealers for the most part, okay? But now they have the power. They're coming up to you. They're looking at your cars. They're answering you questions. You want to be a douchebag and not answer their questions? There's someone like me who's willing to answer their questions. What color is the car? Whamma jamma, did you not look at the friggin' pictures? Nope. Wrong answer. Oh, the color is a beautiful shade of white. It's kind of like a pearl white, but a brilliant white. It's somewhere in the middle. I can't really call it, but I can tell you this. It's phenomenal. When do you want to come down and check the car out? It's waiting for you. Done, right? So again, and you can totally be a douche, but understand something, guys. Cars are still selling. If you're asking yourself, why aren't my cars selling? It's more than likely because of you. I don't want to start trouble. I don't want to start fighting with you guys, but I can tell you this right now. Anytime my cars are not selling, I look in the mirror. Am I being too greedy? Am I not answering these things correctly? Am I not spending the money and putting them in the proper places? What am I doing wrong? Let me start from the drawing board. Let me go get the car refreshened up with not necessarily detail, but a good wash. Let me take different pictures at a different location. Maybe I take the car to an apartment building that has like a big, beautiful fountain in the front. I take a bunch of pictures like that. Maybe I go to the beach and I take it, with the beach in the background. Maybe I take it to a place that's got like a nice little monument, somewhere nice. I just change it up a little bit, right? So the scenery is different. That's the point I'm trying to get across to you guys. When you're answering these ads, they're annoying. Just don't be a douchebag because we all want to make that sale. And I want to see you guys make money, all right? As a matter of fact, in the comments below, if you guys want to hit it with me, hit it with me. Like I was doing this today. I had to go to Georgia today. And the ride up there, I'm with Leroy. And Leroy sells the majority of the cars for us. And Leroy, he is like that. Like, he'll let someone walk off the lot. So I'm saying to him, now this is not Facebook. We're going to start a whole nother video about this. But something I said to him, I was like, bro, what are you hearing? What are you hearing from people? Oh, I have another one to go look at. I'm like, well, what's your answer? And he goes, well, this car is going to remain for sale unless you want to put down a deposit. High pressure sales tactic, right? Because now you're making them come out of their pocket and put money down on their vehicle. So I said to him, he's like, so we're talking, I was like, okay. And he could see, kind of my displeasure. And he said, well, how would you answer that question? And I said, simple. I was like, there's a lot of cars out there just like this one, right? I was like, but here's one thing I can definitely tell you. I have a team of people that make sure that my car, competitively speaking, is the lowest priced vehicle, okay? Since you're gonna go out and look at other cars anyway, why don't we go inside? Let me run some numbers for you. And this way, when you go look at your other cars, you already know what this car is gonna cost. And by the way, if you're gonna go look at someone else's car, don't forget to factor in tax, title, and registration on top of that fee. Even if you are gonna break the law and lie on the title for tax evasion, at least you know where we're at. Boom. Okay, because what I'm doing is I'm giving them information to make their purchase if they choose to purchase with somebody else. Now, I already know what's out there because I know my cars are competitively priced. I already know you can't put my 100,000 mile car versus a 200,000 mile car and expect me to knock $3,000 off to match that price. That's just not how it works, okay? But now I got them in the office. We run the numbers and I hit them with how much time do you guys how many cars have you looked at already? Oh, this is my first one. How many cars do you really want to go look at? Like, do you want to leave and go get another one? Tell me, be honest, like what's stopping you? I already know you like the car because you wouldn't have came inside the office if you didn't like the car. So you like the car, you like the color, you like the way it handles. What is it? What can I do to save you time today? What can I do that makes you want this car more than any other car you've seen Photoshop pictures of? Again, just throwing a little bit in there. Boom, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, right? Am I being pushy right now? I'm being a little bit more pushy than I am, but on the same token, I just opened up the doors for negotiation. Now they can hit me with their number. Boom, that's my number. If you do this number right now today, there's nowhere to go. I'm gonna sell you the money. I got the money in my pocket. I'm ready to make a deal. Boom, boom, boom. All right, look, that was a little bit less than I thought. Let me see the car you're looking at. They either do or they don't. And I tell them, listen, man, this is what I could do. And I hit them with my number one more time. And once we can usually meet somewhere in the middle, because I already know in the back of my head, they're gonna hit me with a low ball number, knowing that I'm gonna come down half and that's the number they want. So I try to come down 25%, but settle on half. You feel me? So they want $1,000 off. I'm like, damn, that's a lot less. I didn't think you were gonna be that low. I didn't think you were gonna be that aggressive. You know what I mean? What do you think about 250 off? Nah, I can't do 250. What about if we take 500 off? And you got the money, you're ready to do this right now. Give me your license, I'll do it right now. Right now, spur of the moment, let's take care of the business. Boom, they're breaking out the money. You just sold the car. Hit me with the questions that you guys want answers to and how to do it. And I promise you I will make videos all about it. I'm gonna sit with Leroy, I'm gonna sit with some other car dealers and figure out how they handle different sorts of situations. Number one thing in those situations is don't come off to be too aggressive. Always keep it friendly, always be confident. And remember, you have the best of everything that everyone is looking for. You understand what I'm saying? When they come on the lot, I don't care if it's a jalopy. That jalopy brought them to the lot. So I know I had the best of whatever it is they're looking for, otherwise they wouldn't have been there. Whether it's the best car, the best color, the best price, the best fuel mileage, the best something. I just gotta figure out what it is. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I hope you're liking the content. Leave comments below. We're out of here.